What's going on, everyone? Anthony here, and in this very video, we're gonna go over exactly how I was able to earn over $100 in sales on one of my stores this week alone without running a single paid advertisement. So you know what? Cue the intro and let's get started. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pull back the curtains on this exact method from start to finish, but this is something that's absolutely huge right now. And other e-commerce experts and teachers such as Dan Silva, Ezra Firestone, the biggest in the business, are talking about stuff exactly like this day in and day out and why it differentiates their stores from these simple cash cows or one-off stores that only last maybe a month or so. So what I'm gonna be covering today is how to create an efficient post-purchase process in less than 10 minutes. So if you're not familiar with the post-purchase process, it's exactly how you're gonna follow up with your customers through email marketing, and most importantly, it's 100% automated. So with that being said, guys, this is stuff that could literally double or triple the value of every single sale that you make on your store. And the best part is you can literally have this set up within 10 minutes or less. So I'm gonna show you guys 3 very special things today, such as how to leverage social proof for your store, how to efficiently cross-sell and upsell products on your stores that are gonna help you go ahead and make extra sales for 100% free, and then lastly, how to effectively pitch these products without coming off too spammy. So let's go ahead and dive into my computer right now so I can lay this all out for you on my whiteboard app to show you guys exactly how this all comes together and what really makes this all work from start to finish. So be sure to stay until the very end of this video so you get every single piece of information and most importantly, what makes this all work efficiently. Also, our free giveaway call winner is gonna be listed right here. If you wanna be eligible for a free consultation call, be sure to go ahead and drop a comment below this very video and you'll be eligible to win the next consultation call, which will be announced in my next video. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started right now. All right, guys, so now, as you can see, we are on my whiteboard app right here, so I could map everything out for you on how to effectively build a successful post-purchase email process. Now, this is one of the most pivotal things that you need, whether you're trying to scale your store or in general, this is something that you absolutely should have set up for complete automation in your store. Now, this is not something that you have to step in and do every single day that you're running your store. This is literally completely hands-free and stuff that is literally just gonna be based on a trigger of someone purchasing a specific or any item on your store, depending how you have things set up. So first and foremost, we have our first action. So all right, so we have someone that makes a purchase right here, right? So like, let's say this is for any specific product on your store. What you wanna do and what you already have in mind is literally the most valuable data that any marketer could potentially ask for, which is knowing what someone is willing to go ahead, open up their wallet and spend money on. So you know what they did here at step 1, okay, which is actually making the purchase. And what you wanna do to build out an effective post-purchase process to remove things such as buyer remorse or, you know, give them a little bit more education about the product, excite them for that specific product to come, is first and foremost sending them a thank you email, all right? So over here we have email number 1, and excuse my poor penmanship here. We have email number 1, which is gonna be a thank you email, all right? So I'm gonna put TY just for short form. This is gonna be your thank you email, which is gonna, you know, provide them more information about their order, a little, maybe a potential recap of what they just ordered, and letting them know a little bit more insights, and rest assured that their order's on the way and that it's gonna be arriving to them shortly. So with that being said, this reassures their sense of comfort that, you know, the order's been handled, that you have good customer support and you stay in contact with people. And this is where you have that one leg up above people that are selling on Amazon, because you have the actual ability to build relationships with your customers rather than just living off of one-off sales, which is really not going to lead to much longevity of a brand if that's the case. So that's one advantage that you have that's massive, is through this email process. Overall, you're teaching them how to open your emails and training your audience to open these emails. In addition to that, you're also building that relationship and that connection with your brand and the actual consumer, so they will still feel comfortable to come back and purchase more stuff from you in the future. So after that, we don't want to get into pitching them another product just yet, but knowing what they initially purchased, we can set ourselves up for that exact pitch, whether it be a supplemental product. So like, let's say if someone went ahead and purchased a skateboard, you could sell them potentially sets of wheels or accessories that go with that initial skateboard. But literally, this example could go across any product that you're selling online, whether it's physical, digital, no matter what it is, you can literally sell them on another product based on the first product that they originally purchased. So you could also upsell them on stuff that's related to that. And we're gonna get into that a little bit later into the process. And that's one of the favorite things that I have in regards to post-purchase email processes, on how to actually monetize things with even higher profit margins, on top of the fact that you don't have to pay to acquire another customer. So after that first thank you email, what we want to do in email number 2 over here, okay? So for email number 2, we can potentially give them tracking information if you have it. So we can give them tracking so that they know exactly when their order is going to get to them. Also, we can give them a tutorial on how to use that specific product. Sorry guys, it's really hard to write on this whiteboard here, this little drawing pad that I have. So give them a tutorial on how to use that product in regards to, how they can incorporate it into their daily lives, potentially how to set it up or piece it together, whether it be instructions, some short video, a blog post, some medium of value that's going to enhance that perceived value of that item that they originally bought, in addition to putting more trust into your brand. Now, you're not pitching them on this. This is literally pure value. And of course, you can put a link at the bottom of the email, shop the rest of our collection, or go back to the store and keep shopping. But you don't want to go ahead and make the entire email catered to actually selling a specific product. So after that, this is going to be sent probably about 2 days after you send that initial first thank you email, which is going to be sent immediately. So you're going to send the thank you email as soon as this purchase is made, whether it's 5-10 minutes within the purchase or less. You want to make sure that you send them their thank you email with all the information about their order immediately. So what you want to do after this second email, you want to move forward to really digging deep and building that connection. Now, this is something that I personally like doing. It allowed me to go ahead and make a ton of extra sales on my stores on absolute ease and continuing to build up that hype and perceived value. So for number 3, this third email, which we can go ahead and send anywhere from 3 to 5 days after the second one, or you can even do another 2 days before this one if you want to be a little bit closer with your gaps, but you don't want to send them too many emails before that initial product actually does arrive. So 3 to 5 days after that second email, this is where we get into things such as social proof, okay? So I'm gonna put SP for short. Also testimonials or reviews. So this is pretty much gonna hype up your products overall, whether it be, your additional products that you're trying to sell them on. And this is going to allow them to really see, wow, like this brand is really legit. Other people are loving these products. Another thing that I actually really like to do is if I have a specific influencer that posted about my products, I plug in that Instagram screenshot right into my email and say, for example, I didn't get Leonardo DiCaprio, but Leonardo DiCaprio loves this product. Look at him rocking our latest t-shirt or something, something along those lines to show them like, hey, this person is also loving this product. You got this one. And then we're going to literally connect the pieces in the fourth email where we're going to actually pitch another product. So email number 3, you want to get that perceived value built up some more. First 2 emails, you focused on literally just making them feel comfortable about making their order. Everything's on the way. They should be excited for their order. You give them value and education, removing all buyer's remorse. And that's really what's going to set up the positioning for the third and fourth email, where we focus on testimonials, social proof, maybe someone out there that actually owned this product or influencer post that you have. And with 4, we're going to come around to the actual pitch. All right. So you're going to send this another, 2 to 3 days after this third email right here. Now, the best thing about this product right here is that it's going to relate, ideally, for the best context and the best conversion rate is going to be related to that first initial product that they purchased. So let's say, going back to the first example, if someone buys a skateboard, you can sell them a pair of wheels, you can sell them elbow pads, helmet, whatever it may be that you want to go ahead and focus on contextually selling throughout this process here. That's what you're going to do with your fourth email and finally be able to pitch them on that specific product, all right? Now, this is a very basic setup, and there's still more that I'm going to get to right here that's really going to, I guess, give you guys a little wow factor of how you can really differentiate right here. So with the fourth email, you don't necessarily have to sell them another physical product. Now, everyone that's focusing on drop shipping, that's fantastic. But one thing that you could also do is sell them digital products that you could instantly deliver to their email. So for example, if you're running a fitness store, there's a great way to go ahead and sell tons of digital products to people that are buying stuff related to fitness. Whether it's weight loss or weightlifting accessories, this is a great way to go ahead and follow up with something such as an ebook or a guide or a diet plan that you can go ahead and pitch them over here in number 4. So even if number 1 over here, this first email, they bought like a $5 or $10 blender bottle. Let's say they bought a $10 blender bottle that you may have on your store, for example, and it costs you about, I don't know, let's say $5, $6 to ship it and sell it, maybe $5 to go ahead and acquire a purchase. Even if you're in the red over here, if you're going negative $2, but on the back end at email number 4, you're able to sell them on a product that's, $20 to $30, but doesn't cost you anything to curate or, pay for cost of goods sold, then at the end of the day, you're extremely in the green and you can continue to do things exactly like this and keep selling them more and more products, whether it's based on continuity or one-off sales. Going ahead and selling them a digital product or even another physical product is a great way to increase your profit margins and increase your sales tremendously, all right? So even giving you another example other than fitness, if you were going into a niche such as like the dog niche, for example, example, let's say maybe your front end product where you actually had bigger profit margins, let's say you were selling like a training collar for big dogs. Come day 4, after you're talking about this training collar, what dogs are using it, their tracking's on the way, how to go ahead and use this training collar properly. Number 4, you can go ahead and follow up with something such as a PDF guide on how to properly house train your dog, or how to make your dog more comfortable with people, whatever it may be, to solve that initial pain point that is contextual to this very first email right here. You have the sky as the limit to go ahead and sell whatever you desire later in that email series, whether it's a PDF, some sort of training, maybe a monthly subscription, or even another product that goes with that initial one, such as, a doggy bowl or something along those lines that goes with that front end product. Then literally the sky's the limit, and you could sell as much as you potentially want, and then keep running them through similar processes like this. In addition to that, once you have that email list of specific buyers for a specific product, you could follow up with them with email broadcasts. Let's say you want to do a flash sale for all dog products on your store, or all training products on your store, whatever it may be. Having this automated post-purchase process is what's going to allow you to really take your store to the next level and really separate the cash cows that may succeed for 1 to 2 months, whereas there are countless other brands out there that are killing it for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, and getting to the 6 and 7 figure levels, and allowing them to be more aggressive with their ad spend here on the front end, because there are plenty of people that know how to scale. Once you know your numbers, if you know, all right, I lose $2 on the front end, but on average, I have 40% of a take rate on this upsell right here in my email series, you know that you could keep on scaling that once you know your numbers. So there's nothing I could really emphasize more in this video right here for you guys is, number 1, knowing your numbers, okay? Number 2, utilizing social proof and testimonials is stuff that's going to be huge. This is something that a lot of people lack right now when it comes to dropshipping. They don't have that social proof. They don't have testimonials. They don't have anything to really back their brands when it comes to selling additional products. But at the end of the day, this thing right here, and what we're talking about in email 3 with social proof and testimonials, is what is going to, number 1, build tons of perceived value, and number 2, most importantly, allow customers to actually trust your brand. A lot of people have been scammed or sold really, really crappy products online, and the stuff like this is what's going to solidify their comfort level of actually making that purchase, whether it be the front end product or the back end product that you're going ahead and selling. And you can collect reviews through apps such as Luke's, and also you can go ahead and pull stuff from AliExpress, people that directly purchase those products from those manufacturers, and utilize those reviews to put on your store, because they're essentially getting the same product. There's nothing that you're doing wrong there. You're not, marketing apples and selling them oranges. At the end of the day, you're giving them the same exact product that was purchased by other people, just from a different source, okay? So with that being said, that is a great way to go ahead and start building out your back-end processes and make sure that you're earning as much as possible with your stores with automated email marketing, all right, guys? So we literally do this day in and day out, and building these out with mail funnels, which you can find in the link in the description below, and try it for 14 days for 100% free. Give it a test drive. If you don't like it, you can cancel immediately, all right, guys? So make sure that you have something like this implemented into your store as soon as possible, because this is stuff that you want to have on set and forget, complete autopilot, collecting more sales for you for all of that hard-earned ad spend that you're putting up and investing into the front end. Make sure that you have everything backed up by a good post-purchase email process, and as well as a bunch of other email series that you can go out there and create. But this is a super straightforward one here, guys, something that should absolutely be implemented into your stores as soon as possible. So with that being said, if you have any questions or stuff about this very video right here, or post-purchase emails, be sure to go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know exactly what you guys are thinking. I'd love to help you out in any way possible to make sure that you have this set up properly. So without any further ado, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.